Hello, everybody. My name is Nicole Franklin, and I am here on an Epiphany Conversation with our sponsor. We have sponsored content on Tuesday evenings, and every other Tuesday we've been talking to the incredible Juanita Gaddy. And Juanita is just a fantastic sales representative as a director. She's been a director for a while with some fantastic incentives that she's gone after and gotten. Let's say, 10 free cars. How many people can say that in their career? And a number of employees working for her with delight. I mean, she just brings joy every time she walks into the room, as well as makes people work even harder. So we're going to learn some of the secrets of wealth, even if you're not in sales, that you can attract wealth by using these principles that Juanita has for successful career and successful family. Juanita, we talked about in the last couple of sessions a few of the 7 habits. You're following 7 habits, I believe, from Mr. Covey.
Yes, Stephen Covey wrote a book over 50 years ago about it's all about discipline. About success in life requires discipline and forming good habits that's going to line up to the path you're taking toward whatever level you want in your occupation. These habits, I think they can be used in all areas of your life, from weight loss to making money to being happy, because it requires you to, before we lead others, that we have to lead ourselves. And I think last week we talked about, or 2 weeks ago, we talked about the being proactive and beginning with the end in mind, knowing that for what's important is that how we're thinking a lot, and I think a paradigm shift is changing your thinking. We talked about that briefly, about focusing on things that you really want. But what we think about, we bring about, and that's so important. I mean, if you want more worry, then worry. Okay. If you want more poverty, then worry about bills and money.
Worry about poverty. Yeah. So just to recap, we talked about 2 habits already in 2 other sessions, which you guys can see in this YouTube archive, and those were being proactive, and then having the end in mind, change a paradigm shift in your thinking where you become a visionary. And we're going to talk about 3 more habits tonight. So, Juanita, what are those? Well, you mentioned a date book.
Yeah, what we habit 3 is put first things first. Now, your success lies in your daily routine. I say that all the time. I guess my consultants are probably sick of hearing it, but it really does, because with all the talk of being a visionary and having great dreams and going after your goals, if we don't execute on a daily basis, our head is in the cloud and we're really not being productive. Once I know what my goals are, like I want to be a national, or if you're working for a company, you want to be the CEO, or you want to start your own business, then you say, okay, what can I do? Like you kind of you go backwards from the goal. Like by December of 2015, I want to have a business. And so then this is September of 2014. So if we back up from December 2015 backwards, by then I want to be making $100,000. So what do I need to do today? What do I need to do this month to produce income that's going to next month double and triple, and it's going to add up to 100,000 in the next 12 to 15 months. And so your daily routine, for any business that you are in or you're developing, you've got to have income-producing activities. We call them IPAs. Activities that you do that is going to bring in cash flow. A lot of businesses, what they do is business owners get involved at the very beginning with everything, and it's probably necessary because you don't have money to pay a lot of people. So you may be cleaning a toilet bowl at one moment, and then getting audited, and then next you're going to be wearing many hats. But what you want to do is make sure at the end of the day you're looking at a list that you created, and there's some income-producing activities where you're contacting a customer, you're setting up an appointment for a sale, you're training a new employee to go out in the field to create sales. So income-producing activities, you have to define what that is. So on your daily, like I write 6 things every day on my day timer, and I use Franklin Covey. I love it. I love paper. You can back it up with your cell phone. I know it's very primitive. Many of you.
No, I don't love paper, but that's me.
You know what? Scientifically, your brain gets excited when you cross something off a list. When something gets done, your brain gets excited. So that's why this habit is extremely important, that you physically cross it off, or whatever you do on your phone, just to make sure you're deleting things that are getting done, that's keeping you on path for that business in 15 months that's going to produce $100,000. Okay, that's the discipline, because we can work 12 hours a day and not do anything that's productive. We just got busy doing busy work. And after when the cash comes in, you can delegate that busy work for other people to do, and you're focused on the primary things like bringing in wealth, creating money, you know, those income-producing activities, bringing in new customers, etc. And then that leads you to, when we talk about habit, that was habit 3. Habit 4 is win-win. Now, all 3 habits we just talked about is all about you. It's you and you Inc. or me Inc. or whatever, and it's all about the discipline of you. Be proactive, begin with the end in mind, and first things first. Now you're ready to create win-win relationships. You're ready to, because that's what's going to make your business successful. How many win-win relationships can you create with customers, giving a world-class service, making customers feel very important, that they have a great experience when they come into your business, or that you service them in such a way that they don't want your competition. Win-win means I win and they win. Win-win does not mean they love my service, they want my product, but they don't want to pay me. That's not a win-win. I'm losing, they're winning. Okay? So we're not giving away anything. We're giving the best service that people really think they're getting a bargain with us without us giving them a bargain. Okay? Because we're going to go up and above what we promise. Okay? A win-win doesn't mean that we have high prices and we don't deliver on time and we do horrible things, but we expect people to buy. I mean, many of you have had experiences where you went to a restaurant or you know, bought something from a store and you didn't get the best service. And you're like, what? I don't know if I'll ever come back here, you know? And the price was high, and you know, or not, it wasn't a sale item, so you should have gotten better service. Even when things are on sale, I believe we should get great service anyway. So win-win means the customer's happy, the owner of the company is happy, and it's you know, we're going forward together. I want customers for life. So I'm going to create lots of win-wins, and I'm very clear about my prices. I mean, and I'm not selling from a third world country where I'm not going to be lower my prices. You're not going to bargain. I mean, if I'm in a mood, I may take off tax or whatever, but I basically am going to want full price because I'm giving the best service ever. Okay, and that's how I think. Okay, like I said, once in a while I will give a free gift with purchase if there's a different sale or there's a holiday or whatever. But you as the CEO make that determine that. But don't put yourself out of business. And so many people do that when they're doing think they're doing a win-win by lowering their price so they don't make a profit. And then that customer who may love your service and love your products, they can't love you anymore if you're out of business. Okay, so you know, make sure you are there for them for many years to come. And so
I just want to remind people that we're going to have questions in our last session. We have Juanita for 2 more sessions. So the next one will be 2 weeks from now, and then the last one will be 2 weeks from then. So we want to wrap up, you know, these 7 habits. But send us your questions, post them on our event page here, or email in at nicoleedits@gmail.com. All that information is below, and then we'll do questions and expand further on our last 10-minute session. And then our last habit, Juanita?
Okay, it's going to be first seek to understand and then be understood. And guys, when I teach these habits, I teach them. I mean, it takes hours to go through. We're going through it in like 1 minute each. But please, get the book and read in more details. But you know, that is basically, we have 2 ears, one mouth. We should be listening more. When you're dealing with customers and you're building a business, you really want to know the heart of that customer, what their needs are. We're not trying to sell them something. We're actually trying to get them to, you know, invest in. Actually,
there goes an investor and a customer.
We're actually watching with them to know their ideas and what they need, you know, as far as their product, the type of product they would want out of your product line. To really understand people, you have to ask questions. You have to coach people. You've got to be there listening with your ears, your eyes, your heart. This cannot be done through text or emails. When you're face to face with customers, they can tell you care. And that's what we've gotten away from, I believe, in this country, is that we've gotten away from being face to face and doing things. I mean, yeah, technology is great, and I love what we're doing tonight, but depending on what you're selling or what the service you're giving people, if it warrants you to be next to someone on face to face with a person at Starbucks or whatever, don't ever, alleviate that stage of your business where you are, you're shaking a hand, you're giving someone, you're treating them for lunch, make it so that they know how much you care, because they really don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Thank you.
Oh, I love it. All right, great. Well, that is wrapping up tonight. We've learned so much again. And if you want to expound upon this a bit more, everybody, just please send a question and, again, post on our event page. You can always find us at an Epiphany Conversation in that community. On Facebook, we're the Pink Media Club. And also our YouTube channel. Subscribe to youtube.com/Nicole Films. You'll find the sessions with Juanita there, and me, and more. So we'll be giving you 2 more sessions of this, but lots of info to come in the future. Thank you so much, Juanita. I learned so much from you, and I feel like I'm becoming richer every day.
Very great. Thank you for having me, and have a great night, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good night.